Hey, what's going on, guys? It's No Shoes, and we're back with another Aesop Frock Day. Today, we are going to be reacting to Pigeonometry. First, we're going to check out the track, and then after that, we're going to check out the animated short as well. So stay tuned. But without any further ado, let's get right into this. Let's see what Pigeonometry is all about. Let's see what Aesop Rock got to say. Let's get it.
I like drawing pigeons. People tend to feed them off a bit of me.
Okay, hold up. Before we get into this, nice beginning here. Love the drum pattern going into it, but we got something weird up in the background. It almost sounds like like a muffled voice or something.
I like drawing
Hold up, a little bit further back. Yeah, like some real interesting like synth sound. It's kind of like bubbling through at certain points. Real interesting feel to that.
I like drawing pigeons. People tend to feed them off a bit of me. The way it's rare to see them individually considered. There's always like a million eating cigarettes and ketchup. I take a lot of pictures. I've been cropping out the extras. I've been studying.
You know, pigeons look like they eat cigarettes and ketchup exclusively, bro. That that's a wild line, man. So he likes drawing pigeons, you know? That sounds like a nice activity, man. Especially if you're some place where there's a lot of them around. In Maryland, I don't see too many of them too often.
I take a lot of pictures. I've been cropping out the extras. I've been studying the independent measurements and metrics. The postures and the body types, the patterns on the feathers, like some ritualistic tattoo dating back to their ancestors while the bib and neck come dipped.
That's cool. And then kind of giving us a description of the imagery of, you know, how he actually studied drawing pigeons, which, you know, I'd never think about, you know, the different shapes they might come in and everything like that. This very interesting beginning here kind of brings me back to that track Rings, where he also talks about his time as, you know, like a painter and at least a more visual artist.
Some ritualistic tattoo dating back to their ancestors while the bib and neck come dipped in precious amethyst and emeralds. It's a pity about the stigmas, how the cooties overshadow any beauty that enrich us.
Okay, interesting. The amethyst and emeralds kind of sticks out because I think, you know, when pigeons, depending on the way the light hits them, I feel like especially their necks can turn like kind of purple or green depending on the angle. If I'm crazy, let me know. If anybody else can confirm that, that'd be great, though.
Beauty that enrich us. A white dove symbolizes peace and pacifism. A white dove is a pigeon. You motherfuckers is bigots, yo. 3 toes forward, 1 toe ain't. 1 a.m. sketching.
Hold up. You know, there's been very few times we've done this. Is a white dove actually a pigeon? We gotta know. What does the internet say? They belong to the same family of birds, which consists of more than 300 species. Fascinating. Okay. Apparently, the smaller ones tend to be doves, and the larger ones are pigeons. Well, we all just learned something today. There we go.
Fuckers is bigots, yo. 3 toes forward, 1 toe ain't. 1 a.m. sketching muscles on a plump little frame. Plus I love your pretty orange eyes and dumb little brain. I'll add a nimbus to atone for how we sullied the name. Yeah.
Okay.
Bone wallet, coffee keys later.
Nice transitions through the track so far. Some great flow switches as well, going from linear to syncopated back to linear. Just giving us that classic Aesop treatment. Now we're entering into what I imagine is some type of hook section. Got some cool like synthy guitar sound coming in the top here. Let's see where it takes us.
Add a nimbus to atone for how we sullied the name. Yeah. Bone wallet, coffee keys later. I'm headed for the beyond. I'ma need a ceasefire. Lighter, keys, coffee, wallet, phone. The whole street is lava, the beyond is not a goat. I seen it.
Hold up, bring that back just a second. Love the transition there. The layering on his vocal works very well. Nice amount of reverb, very clean and crispy. All the layers are there. Having that second time come back a little bit stronger just even adds more energy in before dumping us back into this coming verse. But I want to hear what he said again.
Yep, 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 yep. Lighter, keys, coffee, wallet, phone. The whole
Lighter, keys, coffee, wallet, phone. I think we all know the check. It's smack in your pockets, phone, wallet, keys. You know, gotta have the lighter. I'm not a big coffee guy, but I can understand it. That's a cool little thing to insert there, just like getting ready to go about your day.
keys, coffee, wallet, phone. The whole street is lava, the beyond is not a goat. I seen this one Da Vinci exhibit in which they reconstructed dozens of machines he invented, from diagrams in his codex open and beautifully scanned. Marvels of engineering broke up by Vitruvian man, margin exploding with the future like a...
Interesting. Marvels of engineering broken up by Petruvian man. Also, this great, like, my inclination is to say bass, but it definitely could be guitar. But whatever this stringed instrument that takes the lead of the melody when we come back adds a great element to the track, a nice new change. Ace's flow completely shifts from where we started. Just very refreshing drop into the second verse.
open and beautifully scanned. Marvels of engineering broke up by Vitruvian man, margin exploding with the future like it grew from his hand. Plus every annotation backwards, tell me who is this man? I bet his brain projected images of orbiting equations that would later become warships or attempts at aviation, or some irrigation system steering water different places he could picture and commit to paper from a grip of angles. Honestly,
Nice. Aviation and equation. Great compound rhyme. Almost a perfect rhyme as well throughout like all of the syllables. Very close.
system steering water different places he could picture and commit to paper from a grip of angles. Honestly, it's pretty overwhelming. Contraption after contraption that had us holy helling. Later in the afterglow, grab a tablet, have a...
Yeah, and then that wavering nature of this synth comes in. It feels almost like wet and underwater. Wom, wom. And then that kind of like oscillation as it, what's the word? As it dissipates into the space around it. Great feel to it.
That had us holy helling. Later in the afterglow, grab a tablet, have a go. I might invent some vehicle, a diving suit, or catapulter. Fast forward to the morning, I had caught 1,000 tags and drew a half a pigeon poorly. Oh well. Yep.
Great choice. Drop those drums out. Let Ace be the driving force of the track for a split second. Just add something fresh. Have us readjust for a second. And then, as y'all know, it's like my head stops moving immediately, but then right when that beat kicks back in, everything picks up just where it's supposed to be. Beautiful.
Yep. Phone, wallet, coffee, keys, lighter. I'm headed for the beyond, I might need a ceasefire. Yep. Lighter, keys, coffee, wallet, phone. The whole street is lava, the beyond is not a go.
And there's a little bit of that of a progression to this hook. I can't exactly catch what the difference is, but those last two bars are changing each time. Just again, keeping it fresh, pushing us in with that energy, but still providing us with a catchy section where there's a part that you can really just, anticipate and follow along with.
Coffee, wallet, phone. The whole street is lava, the beyond is not a go. Some pigeons and was feeling like it could be the root of future submissions. It'd be cool to draw 1,000.
Yo, before we get back into these bars, that rim shot that's coming on the upbeats, just dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun. Great feel to that. Just a slight syncopated feel. Beautiful there.
And was feeling like it could be the root of future submissions. It'd be cool to draw 1,000 and lay out a book of sketches. He said, how many you got? I said, like 6 or 7. What? He said 1,000 is a lot. I said that's why it's gotta be an actual 1,000 on the dot. I hit him with that 1,000 to make up for what they not. Once you mix that many bodies, it becomes about the flock. He told me if you do it, it's a cruise to manufacture. I took it as a challenge, but regretted it soon after. See, the point was always celebrate the individual vessel. That I pitched a package deal at all is pretty disrespectful. Plus 1,000.
Hold up. I want to hear that rhyme. I think something like something vessel to disrespectful. Great rhyme there.
Manufacture. I took it as a challenge, but regretted it soon after. See, the point was always celebrate the individual vessel. That I pitched a package deal at all is pretty disrespectful.
The way he hit it, instead of like individual, he hit like individual in that bend of individual. It's just far enough away. It was hard for me to recognize the word, but it works really well. Nice, just shortens it a little bit, almost pulls like half a syllable out of the word, and then it fits so well with disrespectful as the completing rhyme.
Pitched a package deal at all is pretty disrespectful. Plus 1,000 is a lot. Sometimes I get excited before really sizing up the job. I think I drew like one more on a red eye and a queens. I ain't even make a dozen. I've been eyeing other things.
Beautiful track. All right. Awesome track, guys. We're going to get into the short here in a second, but just beautifully constructed. A lot of awesome textures in there, especially coming from the more synth-based instruments. The drums do a great job underneath Ace's voice, especially there at the end when it's really just like a bass line and drums together. And the way it almost feels like spoken word in some portions where the beat and his voice have, they match the same overall structure, but it feels like they are not tethered together. They're just kind of existing in the same space. But let's check out this animation.
I like drawing pigeons. People tend to feed them off a bit.
I didn't even think about like pigeonometry, drawing pigeons, drawing shapes, then like some type of relation in there. Maybe this video will show us some very geometric pigeons. That would be interesting.
Feed them off a bit of me, the way it's rare to see them individually considered. There's always like a million eating cigarettes and ketchup. I take a lot of pictures. I've been cropping out the extras. I've been studying the independent measurements and metrics. The postures and the body type.
Yeah, that's cool. Showing all the different, positions that the pigeon can be in. Standing facing towards the left. Flying, or, well, it looks almost like landing. And then, facing towards the right. You got to have all your angles, be able to know how to draw it, right? That's cool, man. This is cool seeing a little bit of a visualization of that imagery.
And the body types, the patterns on the feathers, like some ritualistic tattoo dating back to their ancestors, while the bib and neck come dipped in precious amethyst and emeralds. It's a pity about the stigmas, how the cooties overshadow any beauty that enrich us. A white dove symbolizes peace and pacifism. A white dove is a pigeon.
Oh, that's great, man. The peace sign rolling through. I like this, like, just how it's rolling over. It doesn't cover up anything behind it. Through the negative space, you can still see that dove. Having Ace just kind of cooling in the corner, dancing to the track, animated. Great choice.
And pacifism, a white dove is a pigeon. You motherfuckers is bigots, yo. 3 toes forward, 1 toe ain't. 1 a.m. sketching muscles on a plump little frame. Plus I love your pretty orange eyes and dumb little brain. I'll add a nimbus to atone for how we sullied the name.
Yeah. This is cool, man. Very well done. Great drawings. I wonder if Ace did these animations himself, or at least part of them. I have no idea how much he still works with visual art. I bet there's credits in this description. Illustrated and animated by Aesop Rock. Well, my questions have been answered. Beautiful, man. Fantastic job. Very unique style as well.
Yep, 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 yep. Phone, wallet, coffee, keys later. I'm headed for the beyond. I'ma need a ceasefire. Yep, 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 yep. Lighter, keys, coffee, wallet, phone. The whole street is lava. The beyond is not a goat.
Oh, wait, hold up. We gotta bring that back. Lighter, keys, coffee, wallet, phone. Lava, not a goat. But when we bring that back, boom, boom. Come on, where is it? Later keys, oh, so he flips the order during the hook of that beginning section, going from phone, wallet, coffee, keys, later to later, keys, coffee, wallet, phone. Changes those last two bars like we talked about earlier. That's great with the track, man. Wonderful. Again, just another little extra layer of complexity. It's the same words, different order. Why not? It adds a little clever dimension to something that would just be repetition otherwise.
The whole street is lava, the beyond is not a goat.
Beautiful. Fantastic. Great animation. Great track. I love it, man. You know, leave it to Ace to make a song about pigeons and drawing pigeons and how if you think doves and pigeons are different, you're a bigot, and everything else in there that I'm sure is buried that I'll figure out as I listen to this more. But much love to everybody in the No Shoes gang. If you guys want to see more Aesop Frock Days, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, hit that bell, and leave suggestions in the comments down below. Much love to everybody, and I will catch you all next time.